Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're doing a soul contract reading. So for this type of reading, we're going to be highlighting a soul contract that you have with someone in this life. We'll take a look at identifying who this person is, how you might know them, any sort of past life relationship that you may have with them, and what your role is in each other's lives this time. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything is going to resonate for everyone. Don't try to force something to fit if it's not resonating with your energy. And if this doesn't feel like it's a reading for you, I have several others and continue to make them on the soul contract reading playlist. This is also timeless, so whenever you're coming across it is the right time for you to receive these messages. Let's get into it and see what's going on with this connection. Okay. This is someone that is feeling ready to have a new beginning of some kind, to follow a new path, go on a little adventure. And this person feels like they're in a position where they're needing to take a leap of faith to start on this journey. This is someone you had some sort of commitment with in a previous life. We'll find out some more details about what that commitment is, what that looks like. And it seems like whatever happened in the previous life, you learned a valuable lesson from that. And now, in this life, you're meant to embark on this journey together. This new beginning that this person is trying to have. It's like the path that they're starting on is like a path that they're joining you on. This contract involves listening to your intuition in order to align with one another. Getting clear on who you are, what path you want to be on. And when you do that, it allows the two of you to come together because you recognize it's the same path. And the two of you aligning with one another could stir up some energy in your surroundings. It's required of both of you to destroy some sort of foundation in your lives in order to rebuild together on your path. They are teaching you how to change, how to flow with the energy, how to listen to your intuition, how to not just listen to it, how to trust in it. They're highlighting to you the ease with which it's possible for you to close out cycles and move forward. How to transform. I'm hearing shape-shifting. How to follow your own path of growth, regardless of who might try to discourage you or stand in your way. Teaching you about overcoming obstacles. And you are helping this person grow by teaching about commitment, like long-term vision, longevity, building abundance, success, creating stability and security. Overall, this is a very happy, joyful, playful, lighthearted energy that you share together. And there's going to be a lot of success that you see in the interactions that you have together and in the work that you do together. Let's clarify some of these energies. We'll start with the Fool. Yeah. So this person has been holding themselves back from having a new beginning. There's been a lot of confusion surrounding that for them because they're carrying around something heavy, something that is weighing them down. But it's like their commitment to carrying that burden, their own mindset and view of their responsibilities is what has been holding them back, having a negative mindset about it, creating a sort of mental prison for themselves in which they believe that they have to continue carrying this. But that's something that has been changing for this person. They're sort of looking to the future with a new perspective, a new vision, something more lighter, playful, that matches this energy of this connection, that's more positive, more balanced, more focused on the frequency of love. And this person is making the decision to let go of this burden, to let go of their mental hang-ups and take this leap of faith. It'll feel like taking a risk for them in order to step forward on this path with you. But it's that's what they're in the energy of deciding to do. Let's look at the Hierophant. All right, yeah, y'all are committed to one another. Y'all are lovers in some way. Wow. And we got the Two of Cups coming out there too. Yeah, it's like this person was your equal. This was a spiritually guided, aligned connection for the two of you in a past life. What happened with that? Huh. That's interesting. There was some sort of failure in communication, in immature communication, that sort of got in the way of this commitment. It's you had a contract to be together in a past life. But it's you didn't hear the call, or you heard the call, but there was some sort of issue with this contract in the past. There's maybe some sort of gossiping energy, like that led to like overthinking this connection, like rather than following your intuition, following like the pull of the feelings that you had for one another. It's like there was a conscious decision made not to communicate those feelings. Something about sort of like looking at this connection in the rear view mirror, feeling its strength, but then like forcefully deciding to move on without it in that past life. Like ignoring those feelings and like deciding like letting your ego decide that there was something better, or something that was the more like logical path to go on. But it's like all the time you were like looking back and like this connection was like pulling on your heart. But you like told yourself like, no, I can't listen to that. I can't do that. I have to do like what's reasonable, what's responsible, what's like the logical thing to do. And that led to like a breakdown of this commitment that you had to one another. I'm getting like a heavy message about listening to family, listening to friends, listening to their ideas and opinions about the connection, and like taking that to heart, or rather to mind, and following their advice as opposed to like following what you felt. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Yeah. So this time around, you learned a lesson about that in the past, about, getting in your head and listening to like so-called reason rather than following your intuition. And now that you have this opportunity again with this person, you're starting on a new path. You're like closing out that cycle from the past of not honoring your intuition, so that you can actually move forward and do the things that you meant to do in the previous life. Yeah, find your happiness, find your joy, actually communicate. Communication is big here. Revealing the feelings that were hidden from the past, expressing them, celebrating them, and finding joy with this person instead. And that feels like an exciting new adventure compared to the history that you have with this soul. Let's look at the Hermit. 1444 is on the clock. This is stabilizing in some way, in a way that it was unstable previously. And it's like there may have been like a reiteration of this scenario in this person's life, this like burden and holding themselves back in like a mental prison. It's like they may have been like repeating that, like a test of that lesson, a test of their faith in this life. Like, are you going to listen to other people's thoughts and ideas about what you should do? Or are you going to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition? Yeah, because there's a lot of like self-deception that's contained within that. Because like if you're listening to someone else's advice and like ignoring the advice that comes like from within you, from your own connection to source and yourself, then like that's a form of deceiving yourself. Like choosing to believe what other people say rather than choosing like what you know to be true. And so it's like in attempting this contract again, there's a need to like go within, like tune out the outside world and follow your light. Follow the path that only you can see. Moving on from this tendency to like overthink and like seek external advice, and know that you have a spiritual connection. Like as an embodied soul here on earth, you have an inherent internal connection to the unseen world that can guide you along the path that your soul wants to travel on, to see the success that you want to see in the life that you came to create. It's like the path that only you can see. The other people external to your life, like they can't see your path. They can only see theirs. And any advice that they're giving you is based on their path. They can't properly enlighten you on how to bring your own life into balance, how to proceed in your life. They can't be a substitute for your own knowledge. And like turning inward and connecting with your own knowledge is going to be a very healing experience for you. This entire connection with this person is going to be a very healing experience for you. Let's look at the Tower. Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, that's confirmation that I was picking up on earlier, that it's like this is something that happens to both of you. Like both of you have to choose to destroy structures, or allow, not necessarily destroy, but like allow structures in your life to crumble that are built on a rocky foundation in order to rebuild something based on your own like spark of inspiration, spark of insight into the situation. You have to follow your feelings, follow a path of curiosity, love. Let those emotions be expressed and communicated where they were withheld in the past. Yeah, what I say, let those emotions, and they're very deep. There's a lot of strong like care, compassion, like powerfully nurturing feelings between the two of you. And if you don't communicate that to one another, it's going to create more destruction. It's an energy of like backpedaling on the lessons that that you're supposed to have already learned from the previous experience of doing that. And once again, like, you both have to speak up and communicate. I'm getting the impression here that one of you has grown more than the other in that respect. I don't know if that's you or if that's them. This isn't necessarily based on gender, but like, one person in this connection will have a predominantly feminine energy, and the other person will have a predominantly masculine energy, regardless of how you identify, regardless of your partner preferences, where that is concerned. But this is giving me the impression that the feminine energy in this connection is much more in tune, in touch with her emotions, and able to connect with them. Currently, like at the present moment that we're doing this reading, has more connection to intuition, and is like focused on, like honed in on those feelings and following them, like, at all costs. The masculine energy in this connection is a little more immature emotionally. They're still, like, they still have their eyes focused on the feelings, but it's sort of this this lighthearted, more like, it's more childlike, it's more immature, it's more fickle in some respect. It's like more of an attitude, like this the feminine has more of an attitude of seriousness about it, where like the masculine is more like, hey, look at that. It's like kind of even wondering, like, is that even real? Like, am I tripping? Like, it's more, the feminine has more of a willingness, more of a foundation for trusting in intuition than the masculine does. The masculine is like curious about, like, hey, what is this? What is this feeling I'm having? They notice it, they recognize it, but they may feel a little, like, unsure about trusting and communicating on it, and like having that start on it. Let's look at death. Okay. All right then. Okay, so this lesson that this person is teaching you about, like, transforming, creating change in your life, following your intuition, which sort of speaks to me. You could be the masculine energy, but also like these are just to, like, specify, like, one side versus the other. You can be on either side of this, and like you can feel free to, like, reverse these two cards, like, as needed. But whoever this energy is that's, like, having more difficulty trusting and following through with their intuition to make positive change in their life in the direction they need to go, they're struggling with, like, feelings of attachment. There may be a certain pull towards materialism for this person. They may feel restricted, bound, trapped in some way, needing to release themselves, free themselves. Learn to trust in the desire that they feel. But, like, coming at it from, like, like a pure like passionate sort of way. And acting on that rather than acting on like feelings of lust. Acting on like pure intentions of like passion for this person, passion for this connection, rather than just like feeling a physical desire. They need to be connected with their emotional desire as well, this person. Needing to walk away from feelings that are not serving them, situations that are not serving them, maybe even like situations that are feeding into this energy of feeling like bound and trapped, like controlled by their vices. And like learning to move on, leave that behind and move on to find something better, something more fulfilling. To see like all of their the full force of their happiness come through, and not just be seeking it by like physical means. To like look beyond that, look deeper than that. Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's this, that's almost like a mirroring energy, sort of like you helping this person grow into like working towards something in the long run, like something at a distance from them, like working towards like long range goals, a long range vision for their life, rather than like focusing on like short-term gratification. Showing them, or like teaching them, not necessarily showing them, but like teaching them how to manifest the reality that they desire to live in. And like surrendering to what they feel, what they know in their heart, what feels aligned for them, like what sets their soul on fire. But also, you know, what creates a sense of stability, not just like burning everything up around them, but like creating something lasting that's not like short-lived and like burns out easily. And it's like this person like suddenly knows at some point in their life that that's you. That you're a part of this, the path that they're meant to be walking, that they desire to be walking, that they're creating for themselves. And like knowing you for them is a lesson in surrendering to that path and taking the action necessary to like complete the journey, to not get like distracted by like shiny things along the way. Yeah, I'm getting like from these energies, I'm getting a strong feeling that this is like the masculine person's lessons, and this is the feminine person's lessons. But ultimately, like, what's going on here is that, like, in your own ways and on your own path towards like coming together in this interaction, you both have a choice to make at some point, to choose love, to choose happiness that you find within each other. There's definitely like some sort of obstacles to that, but it's like that was sort of the point, that like these obstacles weren't overcome at the previous opportunity. And so in this new opportunity, you have like a great potential to overcome them this time and join together on this path. And that looks like, from the present energy, that looks like what's going to happen. I mean, you both still like have free will. You can still choose to not go down this path, to like make a different decision, but your soul will not feel good about that. Deviating from this like joining together on one side or the other is not going to feel good for either of you. It's going to be repeating that past cycle. But from the way things look now, it looks like you're both on board with choosing this path together. Okay, let's pull a couple of oracle cards and get any additional information that they would like us to have. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Like, what did I say? That's like major hermit energy. Like that's a key, like critical component of this connection, of these lessons that are contained within this contract, is like learning to trust the intelligence that comes from outside you, because it is infinitely more powerful than the intelligence that you can gain from just like listening to other people, listening to like external influences. That's where this went wrong in the past. But now you have this opportunity to like turn inward and listen instead. And there's a great reward for choosing a different path this time. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah, that feels like a reiteration of that. You have energetic sovereignty. Like I said, you're free to choose to do something different, but like the soul, like at a soul level, you want what you want. And in the previous life, you wanted the experience that this connection brings. And you absorbed things from the outside rather than tapping into your own feeling. And that led you astray. And so here you are with this new opportunity to listen to your own energy, follow your own energy, and exclude any other energies or opinions that don't align with that. And at the bottom, we have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Yeah. But yeah, like what I said, like you will both be rewarded in like choosing to go down this path together, making this decision instead of shying away from it, listening to what's in your heart opens this pathway to like a new experience, to something better, to something different, to like feeling the success in this mission. And also that's going to bring about like joy and happiness in your experience in this life, rather than feeling some sort of like regret or failure or something of that nature. But like I said, it's up to you. The door is open, but you both have to choose to walk through it. And it feels like you will, both of you. Let's look at the timing cards and see if Spirit would like to offer anything about when you might be walking through this door, when this sort of like decision might be made, when this leap of faith will be taken. Springtime. Keep going with the flow of life. And no need to hurry. Yeah, so springtime is like, we're just getting into winter, like fall is closing out. So this is like, probably about 6 months away for really like feeling the culmination, feeling settled, feeling the grounding in this connection. And like until then, it's like don't be like sitting around like waiting, like anticipating, like not moving, feeling stagnant in your own life while this energy is coming together. And just keep living your life. Move with the flow of how things go. Like listen to that intuition. Follow the feelings, follow the flow. Don't try to rush this to happen any sooner than it's naturally going to. But, remain open, because, approximately 6 months from now, you'll see the changes. You'll start to feel those rewards beginning to come in with regards to this connection. Okay, so if this reading resonated with you, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for letting me read for you. This was lovely. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find details on how to do that below in the description box. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.